All right, let's do some comment response time, because every once in a while I'm going to get a comment that I'm going to sit there and go, this deserves some attention. So here we are, and here we go. In the Inconclusive Polygraph Results video, Sports Videos 8785 asks, if a reaction happens when you ask a question about a serious crime, do you stop the polygraph examiner and ask them about it? Now, reading the question, I assume that he means, if you see it the first time, do you stop the polygraph? No, we do not. Okay. In polygraph, we like to do 3 charts of the same questions, just in a little bit of a different order. And these questions are reviewed with the examinee and agreed upon with the examinee before we even start rolling data. Those are the rules, people. I didn't make the rules, I just follow them. Okay? But a polygraph examiner is usually not going to make a decision until 3 charts are done. The APA says that if we have to, we can make a decision after 2 charts. But 3 charts is always optimal. Now, a 4th chart might be run by certain examiners, like me, that hate the word inconclusive, because sometimes you just need a little bit more data. Okay, maybe an artifact has happened on one of the charts that screwed up one of the relevant questions, and we wanted to go ahead and run another chart so that we could have that extra sample. Okay, who knows? I don't know. Maybe that 4th chart is just plain needed to get the data to go to one direction or the other to avoid that inconclusive result. Because inconclusive, the vast majority of the time, once again, is piss poor test. And any polygraph examiners that have a problem with me saying that, you got my phone number. You're welcome to call me and we'll discuss it anytime you want. But I'm never going to change my mind. I'm never going to back down. The vast majority of the time, inconclusive means piss poor test. And I stand by what I say. Now, what usually happens inside the polygraph room? Well, it's certainly not what happens on TV and on the movies, which is, I'm suspecting that's where this question is coming from. Okay, and this is kind of irksome to all legitimate polygraph examiners out there. That is the bane. TV and movies is the bane of our existence. Okay, you see the Robert De Niro little meet the parents thing. Okay, sorry, if you're looking for the Robert De Niro thing, it ain't going to happen with an APA-approved polygraph examiner. If you're looking for the whole Steven Seagal thing, guess what? You're not going to find it with an APA polygraph examiner. If you're looking for the whole crimementary, the interrogators type thing, okay, I'm sorry, those TV shows are only giving you half the information. You're not going to get half the information I hope that you're not going to get half the information with an APA-approved polygraph examiner. Now, how I like to do it, when I'm done with the test, when I'm done with my 3 or 4 charts, I like to turn the computer around. I like to look at my examinee and say, here's chart 1, tell me where the biggest problem is. They'll point it out. Here's chart 2, tell me where the biggest problem is. And they'll point it out. Here's chart 3, tell me where the biggest problem is. And they'll point it out, and it's the same question every time. And then I'm going to sit there and say, well, you've just scored your own charts. Same question, all three times that I presented that question. Massive response compared to all the other responses on the chart. Let's talk about what you're thinking about when I'm asking you that one question. You scored your own charts. The reaction's there. Now, why is that reaction there? We'll go over that inside of another video. But the message that I'm trying to bring forward is anybody that thinks that on the first chart we see that big honking reaction, we shut it down and we start grilling, doesn't happen like that. I'm sorry to disappoint you. If you're looking for that Robert De Niro, go to a guy that learned about polygraph on the internet. If you're looking for that Maury Povich moment, go to the guy that learned about polygraph on the internet. They'll probably give it to you. But it ain't going to happen with an APA-approved polygraph examiner. We have standards and we have rules. And the vast majority of us follow those rules. Me, I'm a rule guy. I follow those rules. I follow those standards. So, yeah. Do we stop the polygraph and ask them about it the minute we see that big honking reaction? Once again, the simple answer is no, we don't. Thanks a lot for listening, and see you on the next video.